Hi, welcome to Megan's Cooking. Today I'm going to show you a traditional Vietnamese appetizer dish. It's Vietnamese egg rolls, and that's a popular dish. Today, this dish takes a lot of time and effort. There's a lot of shredding, cutting, chopping, and so it's a lot of work. And so usually I do a batch and then I freeze them and then bring them out when I'm ready to eat and deep fry them, okay? And you can also air fry the egg rolls. So first I want to show you the ingredients. Usually we use ground pork, but I'm using ground turkey. And we need carrots, we need cucumber, taro. This is optional. If you don't want to try taro, you can omit that. We need some bean dread, and this is what it looks like. The bean dread is coming in a dry bundle like this, and you just soak it with warm water and it gets softened. We have some shrimp, some green onion, some dry black fungus. It's also dry, hard, so you have to soak with water and let it soften and chop. Brown onions, some shallots. I have a little bit of the chicken base, dry base for marinade. That's also optional. We also need sea salt, black pepper, and sugar, and 3 eggs. The main thing for this egg roll is the actual egg roll wrap. I use this brand. What I did is I already removed it and I separated it. It comes in a whole batch stack up, so I kind of separate it by pieces and kind of overlap each other so it's easy for me to peel off when I'm ready to roll them. And I'm using this little white cloth to cover it so it won't get dry. So first thing first, after we shred it or shred out the carrots, taro, we want to make sure we shrink it dry because we don't want it to be wet into the ingredients. So I'm going to start putting them all together. I'm going to add the turkey here. And I'm going to make room to start shrinking, dry up the carrots. I have this cloth here I can use to shrink the water from the carrots and for each one of them. We want to make sure the ingredient is really dry. So I'm going to put them in here. I already dried them up earlier, but I want to make sure that it's true. So you see there's not much water coming out because I already dried them up earlier. Same thing with the cucumber. See the water come out. Make sure it's truly dry. And next thing we want taro. This is what it looks like. I bought this frozen in the Asian market. So it's coming in a big piece, so I kind of shred it. It's coming like that. I use the shred it out, or you can put it in the shredding machine, shred it up. So it's pretty wet. You see, it has a starchy, just like potato. No, I'm not gonna mix it in yet because I want to do a quick saute on this dish before I mix it in. So I'm gonna put it on the side. And I'm going to add the shrimp. I'm going to add the chicken base powder. Just a bit of salt, sugar, and black pepper for now. Massage it in. Mix it in, and the shrimp is optional. You don't want a shrimp, you just want only one kind of meat and just the ground pork, ground turkey, or ground chicken. I'm going to add the fungus.
What is that?
It's a dry, it's like a mushroom, but this is a dry fungus, black fungus. I wish I can show you the package. It sounds weird, but it's like a dry piece that I already breaded up, and I just soak it in warm water and then I chop it up. And here's the onion. And green onions.
Love green onions. Green onions make the meal.
Yeah, love green onions. So let me mix it in well first. Okay, next thing I'm going to add is the bean thread. It's like a vermicelli translution. Okay, I'm going to let it sit for a minute. The next thing I want to show you is I need to kind of saute, fry this taro a little bit with the shallots. So what it does is it will bring the flavor, fragrant flavor into the egg roll mixing. Okay, that's my next step. All right, so now I'm going to show you my mixing, saute the taro with the shallots. Fire. I'm going to put in probably around 1 tablespoon of the cooking oil. I'm going to brown the shallot first. The shallot will bring a very nice fragrance to the ingredients. And you notice in my ingredients, I haven't put in any wet seasoning. The only seasoning I had was salt, sugar, and black pepper. Then I'm going to add in the egg. The egg is where it holds the meat up and the vegetable together. So we purposely, we don't want to use any soy sauce, fish sauce into the egg roll because it's going to wet the egg roll. When you roll it, it will break the skin. We don't want that. So you can see the shallots is getting brown. brown, we can add in the taro. And I'm going to turn up the flame. Now I can mix in the taro with the shallots. Give it a nice breading to the taro. And it's kind of cool off the oil. That way we can mix in with the remaining ingredients. I want to cook it a little bit more until the taro translution to clear color, and you know it's fully cooked. You can see it started changing color. The taro is not as white, creamy white. It's translution to a clearer color. That means it's well cooked and it's pretty much done. So I'm going to turn it off. And keep stirring it so you don't burn the shallots. And you can see it's pretty much cooked. Transfer it back over here. I'm going to let it cool for 5 minutes before I mix it. Okay, let it cool. I just want to show you what it is like after you cook the translution, and it tastes like potato. Okay, now I'm going to add in to the remaining of the ingredients. And I'm going to add in the rest of the seasoning. You just have to keep turning it, keep mixing it so that everything mixes in evenly. The next step, we're going to add the wet ingredients are the egg. So we're only going to use the egg yolk, okay? So I'm going to save the egg white. The egg white going to be used for sealing of the egg roll. Cut that.
Nope.
Drop it. So here's the egg yolk. Two eggs. One more.
Oh, those are thick eggs.
Alright, so now the egg go in, it will kind of blend in the texture together so it sticks together. And you don't want to put too wet or too dry. So 3, I have about 2 pounds of meat here, so 3 it's just perfect. Now if you prefer your fillings saltier, then you can add more salt. You want your filling to be sweet taste, then you add more sugar. It's up to your tasting. And again, after you deep fry the egg roll, you're gonna dip it into either sweet and sour sauce or sweet chili sauce or fish sauce. So that's already give you additional flavor. Okay, so you can see it's perfectly mixed in now. And you don't see any wetness coming out, so that's perfect. We're gonna let it sit for about 2 minutes. Alright, I'm gonna transfer it into the baking tray, that way I can divide them out evenly before I start rolling them. So we're gonna put the ingredient into this tray. I'm going to spread it out evenly into this tray. My glove is too big. It's slicing off. Evenly distribute out the full tray. That way when you divide them up, it fits perfectly in the egg roll. You want the filling to be all equally. Try to make them equally. I feel like I'm making a cake right now.
It looks like a cake.
Egg roll cake. Alright, it's ready. So now I can't use my glove anymore. I have to use my hand starting rolling. Okay, so we just spread the ingredients or the fillings evenly on the tray. I'm going to start dividing them up so that when I scoop them out, they evenly. So I'm going to do 3. This is better now. I'm not cutting through the tray. So it depends on the size of your egg roll. You want them long, skinny, or you want them short, medium. So I'm going to make them kind of medium size, not too short, not too long. So that when I start rolling them, I pick up the right amount for each egg roll. I do feel like I'm making a cake. Cutting this up.
That's a lot of egg rolls.
Yeah. And you know, I do a lot in a batch, and we're gonna freeze them and we'll bring them out when we're ready to fry them. There you go. So here's my egg roll fillings. Alright, so let's start rolling. I'm gonna keep this cloth here so that it doesn't dry up the egg roll steam. So put one here. I can use this. Here's the first egg roll. And you don't want to put it too close to the end. You want to almost the middle. You tuck it in. Then you close it up both sides. And wet it up with the egg white to seal.
That's pretty cool. It's neat.
Yeah. Or you can use cornstarch with water, like glue type. See? Nice and pretty. And see how you close it up? It doesn't break. I'm putting on this container and then I'm going to freeze them for at least an hour or freeze them overnight and cook the next day. So I'll do the next one. Show you one more time. Here's my next egg roll. You can pre-wet it if you like. Pre-wet it to close it. And close both sides. Second way. So I'm going to finish up. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm down to my last egg roll. I'm going to show you one more time how I roll the egg roll. So you put it toward the end, but not too close to the end. You close up the corner and you use your finger to tuck it in. Then you use two fingers to hold it down on the side and fold it in. Now you're going to wet the egg roll with the egg yolk. Roll it in as you tuck in. Don't tuck too tight, just enough so that it close up. So you want your egg roll to be rounded. Kind of roll it with your hand. And here it is. Okay, I want to show you. I have the rest of them here. And 2 pounds of turkey meat, I made 36 egg rolls. So what I'm going to do next is to close this up, put them in the freezer. And you can freeze it at least 1 to 2 hours, or overnight is better. And so once it's frozen and ready to fry, I'll show you my next step. So here it is, the filling with the Vietnamese egg roll. I'll see you soon. Hi, welcome back. So I show you how to roll the egg roll with the fillings yesterday, and I have it freeze, and today I'm ready to fry them. You can see that they are hard, and so it's very easy to put in the fryer and cook them. So I'm gonna get ready with the hot wok with the oil, and we're gonna continue with the frying the egg roll. Okay? Alright, so I have my oil wok ready. I filled up about half of the wok. As long as you have the oil to cover the full egg roll, you're good. There's a trick I just learned to make the egg roll crispy. You're going to add a wedge of the lamb into the oil. So now it's going to spread. Now we're going to put in egg roll. I use the vegetable oil. You can use any kind of cooking oil. And before you put in the egg roll, I didn't show you earlier. As long as you put the chopstick or anything, a wooden stick into the oil, and you see it started bubbling around the stick, you know the oil is ready. Otherwise, it should be high heat, at minimum of 325. Then I'm going to turn it down to medium heat. You don't want to cook high heat. It's going to be burned outside and not fully cooked inside. So turn the heat down to medium. So you're gonna continue, let it sit for a couple minutes, and when it turns brown on one side, then you flip on the other side. So I'm gonna let it sit for a minute. Alright, so it's already golden brown, so I have been turning it over the other side. As you can see, it looks very nicely brown. So yeah, once it's dark and brown one side, you just flip it onto the other side and let it continue to fry until the full egg roll is fully brown. Then you know it's well cooked done. So it's been about 5 to 8 minutes total to really brown one side. So I'm gonna let it brown for another 2 minutes, and I'm gonna remove it from the wok into the drying rack. So let it cook for another 2 minutes, and you can keep turning them if you like, but I'm not going to do that because it's already cooked one side. I just want to golden brown on the other side of the egg roll and then reset. Alright, so it looks like my egg roll is pretty much done, and I try to stir it around to make sure they all evenly brown. So I'm going to remove them from the wok and let it sit in this drying rack. And it should stay crispy for at least 2 to 3 hours. I'm going to turn off the fan. Look nicely brown. You can air fry these egg rolls, but these are Vietnamese egg rolls, so the filling is really thick. So I don't think it's a good idea to air fry it. It won't be cooked thoroughly to the filling. If you make like vegetable fillings, then you can put it in the air fryers. So you can see I made total 36 egg rolls yesterday, but I'm not cooking them all. I only did part of it, and then I keep the rest in the freezer. You can keep it in the freezer for at least a month or 2. As long as it's in the freezer frozen, we're good. So I'm gonna let it sit here for about 5 minutes, cool off, and you're ready to serve. I'll see you in a minute. Alright, I finally finished my egg rolls, and what I did, I placed them on the plate with some Asian mint, lettuce, and this is the sweet chili egg roll sauce. And I also have a side of the bowl if you like to eat it with the white vermicelli noodles. This is how you display it. You cut up all the mint and the lettuce onto a plate and the vermicelli. And I have these pickles that I made, carrots and daikon, and you just marinate with a little bit of salt, water, a little bit of vinegar for about 30 minutes, and they're ready to eat. And they're pickly. Have this vinaigrette flavoring. On top of that, we're gonna top it with green onion. So what I did, I chop up the green onion, I add a couple tablespoons of cooked oil and fish sauce, and I just make fish sauce with garlic, chilies, and a little bit of pickle, and then water and vinegar. And you also want a little bit nuts, which is the roasted ground peanuts. So I'm going to show you how I would do that. So once the egg roll is done, let it sit, cool up a bit. And I'm going to cut it up. I don't want to touch it. I'm going to use the egg roll. I'm going to cut it in. And kind of put it right on top of the noodles. And you can put as many as you like. You can put 2 or 1. But for now, I just want to show you how I would do it. I will just lay it onto this bowl. Then I will add my green onion on top. I'm going to add a little bit of peanuts on top. And before you eat, you can pour in the sauce and mix it up, and you got an egg roll bowl. I'm going to add another egg rolls for this bowl, but here it is. This is egg roll with vermicelli noodles, and the egg roll you can eat as appetizer with the sweet and chili sauce. So that's it. That's a lot of work for an egg roll as far as prepping the fillings and rollings, but you will be so happy, satisfied once you put a bite into this egg roll. They're very crunchy and yummy. Well, I hope you enjoy my video and try my recipe, share with family and friends, and let me know how it turned out. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.